Hello, and welcome everybody back to the world of the beavers yet again. We have, it just popped up on the screen, but we have a bad tide coming, another bad tide approaching. Obviously, we have the hack to deal with the bad tide, so it's not quite as impactful as I think the last one on the last video for importance, especially in my books anyways, but I am very excited about it nonetheless. I'm also really excited for Explosion Mountain over here. We are working on what I'm dubbing Explosion Mountain. I think I'm gonna blow up this portion anyways, and then we can kind of like, yeah, I don't know if I'll be able to do it all at once, but all of this explosives, let's go. We are demolishing land. Nice. Okay, I got this other water pump in place. That's good. I wanted to get that set up so that we're ready for that bad tide that is rapidly approaching. Probably going to be a long one too. That's just the way it goes. The other thing that I'm working on right now is I put down things like a paper mill and our printing presses over here because I'm planning on moving all of this setup to over there. I think I'll leave my grist mills and bakeries and that kind of thing over here, but everything else is going to go over here. So I'm literally rebuilding stuff as we go. So once it's done here, I'll demolish these, rinse and repeat, etc., etc. So without further ado, let's start this video off with a bang. Boom, boom, boom. That was a small bang. Don't worry about it. It was a itty bitty bang. Itty bitty bang. But no, lots of explosions to be had, to say the least, with everywhere that we could place down these explosives within range. And let's I'm a little nervous. Let's do it. Yes, nailed it. Oh, look at that. This rig is just like gonna be up on a tower. It's gonna look a little weird, I think, but that's okay. We got so much we're gonna have so much to do here, it's not even funny. So we got a lot of explosives still to place down. I want to get this all the way down to this level right here, and this is all going to become our power and production center, basically is what I'm coining it. So we got, yeah, a lot of time, a lot of details to kind of work through as a group. Also, you know, just a lot of fun. A lot of fun. I'm having a blast as per normal. So let's put that there. That'll be good. I think we'll need this because some of these will be too far away. And then, yeah, we can keep going. More to blow up. Indeed. All right. Good. All of this, those do not. Nope. Hold up. Hold up. These are doubles. Yeah, doubles in there, not triples. So let's get rid of these, and we just need double bombs in there. Don't want to be blowing too much. I don't have a way to regenerate the terrain at this point in time, so we don't want to go too crazy down and then have to like rebuild it all back up, right? So little details. Okay, bad tide is coming. 0.8 days. We'll probably just explode this guy right there. That's good. Get rid of that as well. And then we will need to convey and get prepared for bad tide. Again, I don't think this will be much of a concern whatsoever. I might even cut some of it out, depending on what we want to build and our project. We have 8 unemployed beavers, so you know, I'm not too worried about some of that stuff. I could actually, now that I think about it, we could build another explosives factory as well. Maybe put that down. That'll be helpful too. But yeah, okay, here we go. We are pretty much there. Let's start to adjust. We're gonna crank everything all the way up. Start backfilling all the stuff. All of that goes up. That goes up. This stuff all comes down to basically 0, like so. And we're going to pause our pumps as we do. And we're going to turn on these ones for our water production moving forward. We'll bump that up to 2 as well. And I think I did everything correctly. There goes our rolling Badtide. See you later. Have a nice day. Nice to see ya. And we still have 2 large water pumps pumping our water. So we're good to go. 4.7 days, not a big deal whatsoever for us. And we can just keep on working on our explosive area over here. I'm starting to get, I was getting a lot of planks. I think I've started to go backwards on that, which is a good thing. That is actually a good thing. I thought that we would be a little bit further away than we actually are. So I'm happy to see that. The other thing too, I got to get power over to these. They all have access, but how do I want to do this? We could probably get away with another large mill right there. And we can probably do this and then just connect that like that. That would probably be the easiest way. I do also want to get rid of these columns that I can't actually put anything on. It's literally impossible. But that will involve us having to break stuff. So, oh, why did I put this here? That's going to be rather complicated. Let's get rid of that. I did not mean to do that. This guy can go right here like that. That's what we wanted. Okay. Anyway, so that'll give us power to that as well. And then from there, we can just kind of build our system and start going in this direction as this hill gets demolished down, etc., etc. Yeah, no concerns whatsoever. You can fire a good long Badtide at me, and I'm going to have no worries whatsoever. I actually should also start to blow up some of this. I want to make this a nice big lake for us to continually pull from. So that's another thing. Here we go. Excellent. Some more things to blow up. Beautiful. We can get rid of that guy now and set another one there. Okay. Good fun. Lots of explosions that are about to happen. We are out of explosives, though. Completely out. So that's something that we're lacking materials in 94 different areas. Obviously cause for concern, but nothing too crazy. We should be pretty darn good. I'm going to let this Badtide roll on through. I'm going to keep an eye on things, keep going on some things. We did lose some seedlings up here. That's a little rather unfortunate, but, you know, all things considered, it should be pretty decent for us. All right, coming up to the end of the Badtide. Again, just kind of been, you know, prioritizing, working on things accordingly. I think I have all of this hooked up now, which is great. I might even get us caught up a little bit, but now for the hardest part of Badtide. The hardest part of Badtide is remembering all of the settings I had before I went to Badtide. That's the hardest part for sure. We're about to tick over. I think here comes the fresh water, just like so. That is beautiful. These guys go down to 0. That one's easy. I know that much. Those guys I'll leave open for a little bit. I think these guys go down to 0.5 and this one 1.5. Good. And then these ones all work their way back up to full. So let's start building this up again. We'll go to 2.5 first, and then we'll see how things go. This also goes back down to 1.5. So I think that's the settings. I'm trying to remember. Honestly, I do not ever remember. And it's terrible, but it's one of those things. It happens. Overall, that went really, really well. We did get a little bit low on the water. Like I said, that would be nice to be a little bit deeper moving forward. And I think that we can pull that off pretty decently easy. These should start to flow. Yeah, indeed. Excellent. That should start to backlog up. It takes a little bit for the water to get built back up. There we go. We're up all the way over here. Let's get that building up even more. as part of the plan. And then we should be flowing out here. We should start to flow out over here, which we are. And I think we should have balance without any flooding. We should. We're building up here. We did pump this for a change, right? So that should be a little bit lower. But I think everything else is working quite well. This should start to build up and overflow or flow through very, very soon as well. So everything's working as intended. I think it's all working brilliantly, to be honest. I couldn't have planned it any better if I did so myself. So really happy about all of that. What is going on here? We have like a pathway underneath a pathway, and it's getting in the way of my explosive nature these days. All right. We did get the paper mill, the printing presses, all of this stuff. I did also make another 2 warehouses over here, and I think I'm going to build another hauling post right there. I'm building another one, or I built another one over here as well. So I want to have 3 hauling posts, I think, just fully open. Workplace, and kind of give full priority to that. The bad water I'm gonna leave at medium, and I'm gonna bump it back down to 5. I think that worked out well. I don't think we need to worry too much. Ooh, look at all this explosives. Ooh, this will be fun. I don't want to kill a beaver. Did it. We got it. Nice. All right. It's so much fun blowing stuff up. I'm sorry. I don't care who you are. Blowing stuff up is a lot of fun. All right. Doesn't matter the game. Doesn't matter anything. Blowing it up is a lot of fun. We are getting to the harder point now where, you know, like once we get this set up and we bomb all of this, now we need to kind of actually lower this whole pathway because we don't actually need it. And we need to kind of reconfigure our path system going through here, etc. But for right now, not my problem. I'm ignoring it. It is not my problem. All right. We should start to gain extra books, which is good. We should be gaining, we have double the amount of explosives now. So that should be, might even tax our bad water a little bit, which I'd be fine with. And we're also got the bad water going through these centrifuges. We'll see how the paper does. We're down to 65. Probably not the best. The other thing that we could do is punch cards out of one of these I just thought of. So we could do a punch card. I don't know what those are for, but sure, why not, I guess. Why not? Let's do that there. And we'll set this up for punch cards. I have no clue what punch cards do. They're new. So, but like anything, we got to build them. Like everything else, we're building them. All right. Is that for them to like work and punch in? I don't know. I don't know. Beats me. All right. So we are going to have all of these hauling posts built, which is giving us like 20 more jobs potentially. We're now at 19 up there. So that tells me, well, it's probably time to expand on our housing. So let's rotate that. Let's flip it. Let's put a few houses there. And I think as well, we can rotate and flip for at least, you know what? Let's just go crazy. Let's just go crazy. I feel like we have pretty good balance for the most part on our food and water, and we have all of this space ready to go right here, for example, if we need to build some food right quick, right? So I think we're good in that regard. Oh, did we lose some? I think we did. I think we lost some of these. Oh, no, that's a cut area. I don't think I want to be cutting these. No siree, I do not. No siree, no cutting, please. Thank you. Let's just remove all of that, too. I guess we can remove some of this as well. There are still some trees down here that we should be removing, though. Which tells me we got enough that we needed to cut down some trees that I didn't want cut. So let's get that going, because we want chestnuts out of that, not the ladder. And we're actually building up a few chestnuts, which is good. We actually have grilled chestnuts now at 60 and actually 260. We're doing really good on those. That's amazing. Let's take a quick glance. We're good on all the food. That's good. Our campfires are just abysmal, to say the least. We need to build like a campfire district. Isn't that crazy? Like, I can do... Oh, man. Do we just... We go crazy? Do we go crazy? Building some campfires? Why not? Right? Why the heck not? We might as well. I think that's a great idea. Just mass campfires. Problem solved. Get out of my house. All right. Hopefully that will help the campfire situation a little bit. Down here as well, I could probably do a little rooftop pretty simply, right? Just by adding 2 of those and just kind of improving this a little bit. Nothing too crazy. We shouldn't ever flood in that area, so just add a few more rooftops here and there as we go. Here, that would be tough. I wouldn't be able to do it there. I could probably add one right off of here as well. Might as well get these passerbys, right? I don't love the way that this looks, but it does the job so well. You know what I mean? Like, you just get these rooftops over the water. They look pretty good, I guess. But if you get too many, it might look a little bit bad. I would say that. Yeah, that's fair. All right, let's get an explosive there. Shouldn't be there anyways. And yeah, we're getting there. Slowly but surely. These are all too far, so... Boom, boom, boom. Let's go. Boom, balloon. Boom, balloon. There we go. Excellent. Let's detonate all these as well, because why not? Why not? We might have to do some staircasing and scaffolding and all that kind of stuff, which I was anticipating anyways to have to do. So we'll kind of do all of that. We'll get it going. Don't you worry. We'll blow up that one as well. And in here, we'll probably need to do something or other. Probably the same thing. Once this is gone, then I can open this up and do a little bit more of that. I think that's pretty straightforward. We can get rid of those. That'll be good. And yeah, we're starting to build up there. Cool. I like it. I like it a lot. We are basically running out of paper at this point in time, but we do have 4 things running here, and we're still barely keeping up on books, which is a little concerning. I do actually want to see us build on books before I demolish this 3rd one. This guy's making punch cards. Again, don't really know what those are used for, but punch cards, like, they're not even on here, are they? Don't even know what they're for. That's okay. They got to be used for something, or else they wouldn't be in the game. From there, we got 6.3K available to us. I'm thinking that we do the dirt excavator and we unlock the terrain block. Now, the dirt excavator is a very interesting block, and I'm thinking we implement it right up here. This will actually dig out the land accordingly and give us dirt. Seems pretty logical, right? But it is a little bit different, right? It will allow us to place down terrain, so we can expand and grow on our setup as we see fit. I'm actually quite excited for this. So, how do I want to do this? How do I want to do this? Let's do that right there. Now, this guy does require horsepower. It requires some juice. So let's just do a, this can do up to 300. So I think we're just going to go as simple as this. And we're going to say, okay, boom and boom, we are done. We'll let it fly. No big deal. And that will generate us some terrain blocks. Now, I believe there's 4 workers. Is that all that it is? It doesn't have to be like bots or something. I don't think so. Where are our bots again? Science. This is another thing that we need to make. We need to go refinery. Let's unlock these while we're at it so that we have access to them and we see what we can do. We could probably unlock the observatory too, but let's look at the refinery. The refinery is something that we should probably place down. How big is this item? It's not too bad. It's kind of the same size as this paper mill, so that should be pretty easy. Let's put that guy down, and this may lead into a concern for our farmables, because this takes your crops, whether that be, you know, it looks like maple syrup with extract to get something, catalyst, I think that's called, or to get that power oil, whatever we want to call it, biofuel, probably, based on the fact that it's water and crops. That, I think, will be the item that we do. So we need to decide which way we want to go. Do we want to do biofuel carrots, potatoes, or spatterhawk? I think I'm going to do potatoes. And to add on to this, we're going to build another efficient farmhouse somewhere. I haven't decided where. Do we do it out here? That's a good amount of land, right? I feel like that's pretty darn good. I think we're done here, so that's good. And we can plant some potatoes, right? That's the whole point. We'll plant some potatoes. Okay, boom, like so. Excellent. And we'll just go like so. Good. So that'll give us a little bit extra potato, which will be really, really nice for our storage and whatnot needs. I might even try, and I'm actually curious about this, let's try a large warehouse with this. That seems a little crazy, but let's do it. Whatever, you know? We might as well start to explore these things. We are getting closer to what I would classify end game for this setup. So, you know, let's just get that ready to go and, you know, see what happens. Look at all these campfires. I love it. I love it. I don't even know if they're getting used, but it's fine. We got some rooftop terraces too. That's working well, I think. I probably need to put some in this area a little bit more so. So I'll have to work on that a little bit, but, you know, all in due time. Okay, these ones here are ready to explode. We can explode these. We can get rid of that because that will not really make much of a difference. And let's do this, into this, into this. And that should give us a wonderful way to put down the rest of those explosives as well. So we should be really good there. Okay. We just placed a lot of stuff to build. We're still running out of books. That seems crazy to me. Doesn't that seem crazy? That feels a little crazy. But, you know, it's the thing, I guess. You know, no big deal. I think, though, for today, that's going to be it. Another Badtide. Wow. Just one after the other after the other. Do they just all become Badtides at the end? I don't know. That's very interesting. Okay. We're going to let this Badtide roll. Let the Badtide roll. You know, let the good times roll. Get it? Get it? Yeah. I know. I'm pathetic. It's fine. But anyways, we're going to let this guy get ready to go. One of the things I might want to add is I'm going to add a little levee here so that we don't get Badtide flowing back into this area. And it kind of backlogs that. I think that might be a good idea. That way, if we have beavers or anything coming through here, they won't get sick. Little simple improvements, right? Okay. Thank you all so much for watching. Hit that like, subscribe button, all that fun stuff. I wanted to have another big explosion before the end. Boom, boom, boom. Look at that. Nailed it. I guess we could do all of this, right? Yeah, that's set up pretty well. Boom. There goes some more. There goes the dynamite. All right. Thank you all and have a good one.